Alright, what's up, anybody, everybody? If you're here live or afterwards, it's Friday and I expect it to be slow tonight. So we'll give it a minute to get going, as usual. So yeah, anybody who's here, hey Scott, what's going on, buddy? Good to see ya. Hey Paula, how you doing? Great to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Wow, just like that, we got quite a few more viewers and likes. Hey Vin, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. And Mike, hello. Yeah, Vin, good to see you. Everybody, it's good to see you. Hope everybody's weekend is off to a good start. It's going to be hot here this weekend and for a few more days. And then it's going to start to get, quite a bit nicer than it has been. So I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Billy, what's going on, buddy? Good to see everyone tonight. I just wanted to check in with you for a little bit. So, yeah, we'll give this thing a few minutes to get rolling. Then I gotta test out another strand of lights, different kind. Let's see if we can run them off of this little portable fan. This one was courtesy of Matt and Marnie, Matt Hugh and Marnie B. They checked this off of the wish list. And it's 4,000 milliamp. The battery, but you can use it to charge your devices too. So I'm going to see if it's enough to power the new strand of lights that came today. That's about 10 feet long. If I can run it off of that, then we can make the wheel kits out of those. And yeah, all will be right with the world. But anyway, yeah, it is a good little fan. Actually, it works great as a fan. But you can also charge things off of it too. And there's another one. The Big Boys PDV sent me that's a bigger power bank and a bigger fan. And it's got a light on it too. I've shown you that before. But yeah, we're going to check out the new light. It's just like the cool white, just regular white strip. It's about 10 feet long, and we'll see if we can power it off of this little 4,000 milliamp fan slash power bank, which would be really good if we can, because then we can make the light kits out of those with a 5,000 milliamp little tiny lightweight power bank. And yeah, everything will be good. So we'll try that in a little bit. That's one thing on the agenda for this evening. But it's hot today. It was another hot day, like probably the last really hot day. Well, we got like maybe 2 or 3 more 105-ish degree days maybe. And then it's going to back off a little bit finally, like down into the 90s and like cooling off to decent temperatures overnight. Hey, Chet. I appreciate that. Chet, thank you, buddy. Happy Friday to you as well. And everybody. So, I just want to spend a little bit of time with you tonight. And glad you could make it, anybody who's here. We're going to test something out here in a few minutes. In the meanwhile, I'm just kind of collecting my thoughts. And gonna have to make some changes and modifications to the bike riding plans this season, but it's good ultimately. You'll see. We might touch on that a little bit later, but it's coming up on time to where we could probably do like the first e-bike camping trip. Maybe go to Red Rock or something for the first one. Hey, what's going on, Kevin? Yeah, it's hot here today. So, yeah, but good weather in the forecast, finally, thank goodness. I mean, within 7 days from now, it's going to be like tolerable outside. Still hot, you know, mid to upper 90s, but that's way better than it has been. And cooling off more at night, which that's the part that I look forward to the most. I hate going out at night and it's still like unbelievably hot outside. It just doesn't feel right. No, yeah, you're not gonna make enough with Uber Eats anymore, or at all. Like people, I know a lot of people are just flat out giving up on food delivery now because it's just, you're just not gonna make the money anymore. Not around here anyway. I've logged in a couple of times. I'm gonna try to make money during like some football games and stuff. Now it's football season and everything. It tends to get a little bit busier during games and stuff, but there's still so many people trying to take deliveries that it's still just not good. But we'll see how it goes. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to take this thing out of the package. I'm going to see if it works, and if it does, I think the fan battery's around 100%. See if I can do this with one hand, and hopefully I don't have to put the phone down. Maybe. Could be, yeah. Alright. So put that over there. And, let's see what we got. Hold on. See if I can do this, which is the USB side, this one. See if I can do this without putting the phone down. I hope this will charge it, this little thing here. Oh, there we go. Seems to be working. Let's see how long it lasts. If it starts flickering after a few minutes, then this little power bank fan is not enough to drive it. But if this works with this strand of lights, which is still pretty bright, these are almost as bright as the other ones, but still incredibly bright, but they use a little bit less power. So maybe we can get away with making the wheel lights out of this, and they're still, you know, as bright as the other guys, but more efficient. So, yeah, people gotta eat, really. Yeah, you probably make more money selling bacon wrapped hot dogs. Kevin. But this is a pretty bright light, actually. See, these are the new lights for the scooters and e-bikes and whatever you want to put them on. So the whole kits are going to be coming together soon and shipping out later this month. But it's encouraging to see this running off of the fan. This little, it's like a $13 Amazon portable fan power bank, still showing 100% too, battery, and it's been plugged in for a couple minutes. That's a good sign. I mean, these things draw very little power and they're incredibly bright. And I'm looking for the perfect combination for the wheel kits, and I think that this is it as far as the light strip. And then I've got the power banks, the power supplies figured out too. if it'll do, because this is a 4,000 milliamp. It is pretty bright, isn't it, Paula? This is just a little tiny power bank fan thing with a little battery, 4,000 milliamp, and it's powering this 10-foot plasma LED light strip. So this is very good, because the other strips that I have are a little bit brighter, but they also draw a little more power. But as you can see, this is still incredibly bright. So yeah, I can't run the other strips, which are 6.5 feet. It's a shorter strip, and I can't run them off of this fan. So it's very encouraging that these are as efficient as they are, seemingly so far. If this starts to flicker after a few minutes, it's game over, and I'm going to have to get, bigger power supply. But if this works and it runs down the battery and keeps the lights on for however long that takes, however many hours, probably a couple hours at least, 3 hours, 4,000 milliamp. I don't know. I'm thinking of 5,000 to probably push it for like 4 hours at least. But we'll see. I mean, I got the scooter light kit figured out already. I debuted that at the bike ride already, and the night before that. But Mike's doing good, Paula, and he's probably going to join us on a ride here at some point, ride one of the bikes. The scooter's a little too sketchy for him because the wheels are small and he's looking around and having a good time and everything, and there's holes in the road and stuff. You got to have eyes all around if you're going to ride the scooter. So I think he'll be all right if we get him out there on a bike. I almost had him talked into it this week, but he had something to do. So anyway, so far so good with these lights. This is a 10-foot strip of plasma LED running off of a tiny $13 Amazon fan power bank. So this is very encouraging. This is going to run very well for more than enough time off of the thing that I was thinking about running them off of originally. And this version of the strip comes in more colors than the other one does. So yeah, man, those things are super bright though. That's a cool effect on the bike, the wheels especially. I'm gonna do, as soon as I can show you, I'm gonna have on the green bike, I'm gonna do a 2-piece frame light kit and then the wheels. Might do the wheels different colors and then the 2-piece frame different colors too, like maybe even 4 different colors, I don't know. So we'll see how that turns out when everything gets here. But in any case, it's great to see everybody who made it in tonight for any length of time. Oh, it looks like 67 of you have made it through so far. I got the stats page up. I was checking something out earlier. Last month was the lowest earning month as far as like ads and stuff on YouTube since I became monetized. I guess, because there's been a lot of things distracting from YouTube in the last month though, so I guess it kind of makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna put stuff on the black bike too. On the black bike, since it's a 1-piece frame, I'm gonna do the 1-piece frame kit on that bike. So it'll be one color, the frame will be one color, and then the wheels can be, on the black bike I think I'll do the wheels the same color and then the frame will be one color, whereas the green bike might be 4 different colors, but we'll see how it goes. I just have to put all these things on bikes and scooters and stuff so I can take pictures and be like, hey, instead of just saying, hey, it's these, just imagine this light on your wheels and frames and stuff like that. It's easier to show a picture of it the way it was meant to be, and then people would be like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess I'll buy that. So anyway, that's coming soon. We might do We might take the other highboy scooter out of retirement, the S2 Max, and that hasn't been on a bike ride in a long time. I kind of want to take a bike out next week, but if the lights aren't here for the bike yet, all of them, maybe we'll do the S2 Max instead. I'll put a light kit on that. Maybe this light. Uh-oh, it's flashing. It just flashed. That's not a good sign. But this is, a low, yeah, it's a low power bank. I'll have to try and run it off a 5,000 milliamp, like 2 amp charging or whatever it is, 5 volt. Yeah, that's discouraging. But this isn't really a power bank. This is like in an emergency situation. If you need to get another 20% charge on your phone, it'll do that. It wasn't meant to power a 10-foot strip of super bright lights. So it did a pretty good job, though, all things considered. I'll have to try it with a 5,000 milliamp. Yeah, it is flashing. So that's discouraging, but that's still, I mean, that's a 10-foot long light, and it's drawing less power than the other ones, the 6.5-foot ones do, but they're super bright. We might bust one of those out. Yeah. I'll plug it into the computer. Oops. If I can do this with one hand. Thanks to all the live streaming now for about the last year, I guess I've been live streaming. But yeah, thanks to that, I'm getting way better at doing stuff with one hand, like riding scooters and e-bikes. I'd have never thought I'd be able to do that at all, and now it's like second nature. It's just the right one, right way. No, that's the right way. See, here's the green ones. Those are super bright. Let's see how they look. I've got to unplug something. I've got to unplug the laser. It's running off a battery, like almost no battery right now. Plug in the white ones too. See, okay, yeah, white and green. The camera doesn't detect the difference very well. I have to kind of show it on the bed. Like, these are definitely green. This isn't getting the green one's not getting enough power off of my computer USB. Or are they both flashing? Let me pull this one out. So yeah, the white one seems to be drawing less power. The green one is the same as the ice blue one that I have on my scooter. Hold on, I'm falling behind here. Hey, Big Boys PV. Wow. That's awesome. Well, that sounds like fun. And hello, Melissa's Journey and Laney Grace. And happy Friday to everyone and weekend. So yeah, the white light variety is going to be the better wheel light because of the power that it draws. It's less. See, because I'm going to try running the green one off of the fan again and see how that goes. It's probably going to start flashing pretty soon. If I can find, where is it? This is tricky to do with one hand. Come on, get in there, dang. It goes that way. Yeah. Okay, come on. Get in there. Okay, well, hey, so far so good. See how long it takes before it starts flashing, but the white one still, the white one is a longer light, like more than 3 feet longer. and it's drawing less power than the other one. So these are two different varieties of the same thing, basically. Thank you, Melissa's Journey, for the like. Hope you're doing well as well. I could be better, but I could be worse. I missed a baseball game with John Jay Beckman tonight because the guy was supposed to come by my old lights, and then he canceled at the last minute. So I missed a baseball game for that. I could have been eating like good food for free right now, hanging out with John, enjoying a nice baseball game, even though it's hot. And that would have been good too, because I just paid all the bills, and yeah, it would have been better to go there and eat. And the food, God, there's this macaroni and cheese that they have there, but I missed out on that because somebody was going to come and buy my stuff, and that was going to kind of take care of everything. And now that's not going to occur. I'm not going to hold the door open for them anymore, so I'll be there in a couple of days. I can't do it now. So, well, I just, whatever, don't worry about it. I've been hearing that for weeks now. I'm going to break them down into smaller quantities and sell them off that way, I think. But that sucks, you know, it kind of screwed up my Friday. I was counting on getting that stuff out of the way and having the money. And again, missed a time with John at a baseball game for it. So, I mean, sometimes you just, you know, you gamble and you don't win. Okay, the green ones start to flash now. The fan just won't power them. But it's a little, you know, tiny 4,000 milliamp fan. It's more of a fan than a power bank. So, anyway. I could be eating, they call it the $1 million macaroni and cheese right now at the baseball game. I could have been doing that. I could have checked in with you guys from there. And I'm not going to miss out on things like that anymore for just, you know, trying to get something else done instead, because it probably, you know, it might not work out anyway. So might as well just go to the baseball game and eat the $1 million macaroni and cheese and hang out with Jay Beckman. Me too. It does happen. Oh, is that right, Paula? I haven't looked. So let's see how long the white light goes here off of the computer USB power. I think we can run that off of the power banks that I was thinking of. And they should be fine. Yeah, good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hitting that like button. Hope everybody's weekend is off to a good start. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know. Paula, but John called me last night, and it's like about 5 minutes, no, it's probably half an hour after I got off the phone with the other guy who said he's going to be here tonight to get the lights, and that's why I couldn't go to the game. And then dude didn't show up to get the lights, and I probably should have just gone to the game. But whatever. I mean, and then, you know, John did mention that the season's almost over too. So hopefully that's not the last time this season, but we'll see. Did you miss anything? Not really. I was going to go to a game with Jay Beckman tonight, but I was trying to sell the lights to the guy that was going to buy them. The rest of the old ones, most of the rest of the old ones. And he didn't come through, so I missed out on a baseball game and dinner and money. I could have used all of those things. So it kind of sucks. Now I'm back at square one. I got to go out and try to take a couple of deliveries later. I got the scooter charging right now. I don't know, like they took out my Amazon Prime today. I forgot I renewed my Amazon Prime. So they took that $15 out today, and an old eBay order from like a month and a half ago. I haven't logged into eBay in a while. They had an issue with the item or something, and I didn't get any notifications about it or anything, so they just took the money out of my account. So I'm down like $37 today. And dude didn't come and get the lights, and that sucks. So now I got to go out and try and take a couple of deliveries tonight. I'm gonna wait for it to cool off more and wait for the scooter to charge up more. I got to make like at least $10. Get a hot dog at 7-Eleven and a couple other things. But yeah, I mean that's just the kind of week it's been. I'm just not gonna hold the door open for anybody anymore. Everybody's like threatening to, like, oh, I'm gonna come buy those lights for you, from you. Oh, sure you are. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and wait for that anymore. But this white light strip is doing pretty well. I'm not gonna complain about that. So this version of it right here will probably be the wheel light kits. Just imagine this lighting up your bike wheel. If you haven't seen it already, the plasma LED lights. It's a spectacular effect going down the road at night. No, this isn't a new fan. This is the other one. In Big Boy's PEV, I still need to do a review on the fan that he sent, which is that fan will power these lights. It's a power bank as well. This is a smaller one. This like fits in the small bag on the bike, and I can take it places more easily when I'm not carrying a bunch of stuff. So yeah, these lights are doing pretty well though. These strips, consistent, even light, not drawing too much power. So that's one thing that went right today. This is a good usable light. They said it would be, and I've dealt with this company for a while, or a factory. They said it's when you add it all up, it's as good as anything out there. And I have reason to believe them. I've compared a couple of them now. I've wound up with the two best varieties of them that I think that exist that you could put on a bike or a scooter, really, or would want to anyway. So we'll see how it turns out. So Big Boy's PEV's going to a football game this weekend. Anybody else doing anything fun or interesting? Sorry, I'm just sitting here staring at lights. Somebody said that an old friend of ours came and knocked on the door today. I must have been out or in the bathroom or something. But some of you might know who I'm talking about, or would if you saw him. So perhaps he'll appear in a live stream or video at some point in the future. Again, if you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, either the chat quit working or you guys are being quiet or watching TV or something. So yeah, I gotta look at campground availability for later in this month. I think we're gonna do the camp at Red Rock first. And you know, it's not cheap and it might be crowded, but it's, you know, it's a good place to go and test out all the stuff. The computer right now, Ted, and hey Ted. No, I do that sometimes, Mike. Yeah. I think this version of the light, it's available in a bunch of different colors. This is going to be the better one for wheels, I think, because it's drawing less power than the other one, and it's a longer strip of light too. So hopefully I can get one of the bikes done up by next week for the bike ride. I don't know though. I mean, it's I don't know. I probably won't get them in time. So I don't know what we'll do instead, but you never know. No, this one's a 5-volt USB. There's a 5,000 milliamp power bank that I want to try and run this off of. I'm sure it'll do it. And it's small enough and light enough that this, you know, ultimately it'll make a good wheel kit. But still plenty of power, tons of brightness. So let's unplug it for a little while. Plug the laser. The laser was charging. I gotta plug that back in. Look at the laser projector light thingy down below. We've been getting so much good use out of this. It's on sale right now for anybody who doesn't have one yet. And somebody always asks, hey, what's that light thingy in the background? Link down below. So gotta check notifications. Ugh. It's still 101 out right now at 7 o'clock in September. Doesn't seem right. That's very kind of you, Big Boys PEV. I'm trying to unload the old lights, and then I have money for the new lights. But that's proven to be more difficult. I should have cashed out on the old lights sooner than this, because now nobody has the red ones. Everybody has all the other ones that I have. The black ones and the white ones and the yellow ones and the blue ones, and I have tons of them too. And nobody wants them without the red ones because they want like the tail light effect too, and it's just, I don't know. I mean, I'm encountering more resistance with things lately than I would like. But mighty nice of you, Big Boys PV. If it had to come to that, I'll make it worth it for you somehow. I mean, you're getting one of every kit at least. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I was going to see about, taking on a partner. So if something like that happened, Big Boys PV, I'm just going to bring you in on it. But I thought about doing not just these plasma LED lights, which were just on a minute ago. If you missed it, back up the live stream some. But if, yeah, I mean, there's so many different light up things for everything that you've seen in the Wednesday night bike ride now, basically. So, I mean, whatever you go out and roll on that's not a car, there's good lighting kits. I mean, some that already exist, some that maybe I could put together. So what I'm thinking of doing with it at this point, Big Boys PEV and anyone else who's interested in hearing about it anyway, just making it mostly specific to like the kinds of vehicles that you find in the Wednesday night bike ride, but like all types of lighting. If you want the other kind of lights, like the green ones that I had on the Leopard Pro bike, the wheel lights, we're going to do those too, because some people don't want to spend a ton of money for the plasma LED lights for the wheels. So that's fine. If you don't want to buy the higher end lights, that's fine. We're still going to have some very good lights for you. I like the green ones. I want to put 2 sets of them, I think. The other lights that we have, when I start selling those, I'm going to put 2 sets of them on each wheel, or like 2 strings of lights and power supplies on each wheel, on the black bike, and that's going to be, quite an effect. Not quite plasma, but very bright, but in a different way. So yeah, look for that too, guys. It's got a lot of things to show you in the near future, but I want to make, instead of just having like a couple sets of lights, I want to just have everything that's cool that lights up, or decent other accessories for bikes, scooters, other things, like things that I might have referred you to on Amazon or from scooter or e-bike companies at some point, like accessories that they might sell. I deal with all the same, overseas factories that they do when it comes to stuff like that. So, maybe I could just get it to you directly, is what I'm saying. Things that you might find handy for the things that we feature a lot on this channel, bikes and scooters and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, Big Boys PV, that's what I was thinking. I was really thinking about it a lot. Some people don't want to shell out the money for the plasma lights, which are more expensive. I'm going to have a kit for $200. It's going to be incredible, and you're going to be able to see it from outer space, but it's still going to be $200. So maybe you want to spend $50 and still have a very good light up effect, or maybe even less than that. And there are things that exist that I will have and feature. So yeah, if you want to go out and roll on whatever it is you roll on at nighttime and light up and have everybody be like, ooh, look at that, I got you. I can take care of you. So that's coming soon, and seems like Big Boys PEV might have some involvement in there too. I need to get you an orange strip, like a scooter length one. I'm going to get both different kinds of orange. These are 2 different kinds of lights here, the green one and the white one. They're both, plasma LED strips, but slightly different. And I'm going to try to get both of the orange ones, and you see which one looks better. Probably just send both of them to you anyway, Big Boys PEV, and you can figure out which one works better for you as far as like a scooter kit. But anyway, I need to raise that money from the old lights. There's still, I got a couple thousand of them left. And, even on the very, if I have to basically give them away, that's still a couple $100. I could still throw, that's still enough to put together some kits of the plasma lights. So I don't know. We'll see how it all works out, but it's in the works. And I'll be, everything will be a lot better when I get rid of what I got left of the old ones. So what else did I say? I was gonna sell most of them to this guy for $350. And he was supposed to come in today, and that was going to pretty much take care of everything. I could pretty much launch the other light kits for $350, and have inventory for everything, at least a couple of them. Well, not everything, at least the light strips, but not necessarily all the power supplies. I'd probably have to order those as time went on. But at this point, if somebody came and said, I'll give you $200 for what you got left of those lights, I'd just say, get them out of here before I change my mind. That's, like 10 cents each. But I'm just going to use, there's some power banks, a couple of different little power banks that I'm going to use. Because these strips that I'm using are 5-volt USB powered. And there's going to be some, for the wheel kits, there's some 5,000 milliamp little power banks that are pretty good that I think are going to power these just fine for probably 4 hours or so, the wheel lights. And the power bank can mount to the hub or the side near the hub, and not have too much weight. The other packs that I was looking at that would be wired in, you have to use like special rechargeable batteries, which are a pain in the ass, or like replaceable disposable batteries, which you're going to go through a lot of with the plasma strips. So if I'm just using rechargeable power banks, it's going to be a lot easier and better all around, I think, because the power banks will last almost forever. The lights last pretty, you'd probably get a year at least out of the lights before you have any kind of problems at all. Depending on how much you use them. I mean, I'm going to be using them a lot, of course, and I'll still expect to get, a year or so out of them. But if you don't use them as much, they could last a lot longer. It's tough to say. We'll have to see. Only time will tell. But so far, it seems like, the lights are of very good quality, and will certainly more than do the job. So, thanks again to everybody who's here, and thanks for all the likes. Thanks for everybody who came along for either or both parts of the bike ride on Wednesday. that was a fun one for me because I got to ride the scooter for part two with both hands, and have a little more fun and get a little more involved with the ride instead of just kind of, I'm doing a lot of things when I'm live streaming. I'm trying to keep up with you guys as best as is possible. I'm trying not to crash while, trying to point you guys in the right direction, give you a good show, and holding on to something with one hand and everything. It gets to be a lot after a while. I enjoy doing it, and I'm happy to do it and get to spend that time with you guys. But it's a lot easier when I'm just, two hands on the scooter or the bike and the GoPro camera's running, and I can ride however I want, and all that. I don't know. I really enjoy the entire ride, but that part's been fun for me. Getting to do that on the scooter for the first time with both hands was a treat for me. So thanks to everybody who came along and checked that one out, the part two anyway. And of course everybody was along live on Wednesday. Not sure what we're going to ride yet this Wednesday. Not sure if we're going to be able to get one of the bikes done up. We might take one of the bikes out anyway. I'd love to get a light kit. The 4-piece light kit I want to get on the green bike, though that's going to be the top of the line kit. And nobody's not going to see you with that on your bike. So I can't wait to put that together and show it to you. Hey, Lanny Grace. So yeah, I don't know. I should be at a baseball game right now with Jay Beckman instead of waiting for a guy that's never going to show up and buy my lights. I could have been eating the $1 million macaroni and cheese right now. Oh, they have, if you didn't catch the last time that we went to the game, shout out to John J. Beckman. I'm sorry I didn't go tonight. I should have just gone tonight. But we hang out in the owner's box, and there's food there. It's it's catered. It's like gourmet because these people are a lot. These are much better people than me, and they like to eat good food and have things to drink and stuff. And yeah, we could have been chilling in the owner's box, eating $1 million macaroni and cheese, drinking unlimited root beer, and watching a baseball game. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they chat anymore. As I understand it, they might be around. I sure do miss them, and I wish they would come and chat and feel like it's safe here. So I hope they'll be back. I haven't seen much out of Baby Love though lately. I hope she's okay. Oh, I checked in her. We texted back and forth. Yesterday was it? And or the day before, and I don't know. I hope she's doing well, and I think she went live this morning, but I was out running around this morning, so I couldn't have watched it anyway. But yeah, it would be great to get Baby Love and Miss A back in the chat when they're available. Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't know. I need to, I don't know why I'm not getting notifications from her channel still. I need to just check periodically. I know she goes live in the morning, but I'm usually, running around doing stuff that time of the morning. So, anyway, speaking of running around and doing stuff, we're going to get a lot more running around and doing stuff opportunities here in the near future. There's hope. There's light at the end of the 7-day forecast. It's going to be not terrible outside in Vegas in the foreseeable future. It's 107, I think, today. That's what it got up to. Too stinking hot for the 6th of September, obviously. But by the end of next week, it's going to be quite nice compared to this. Like highs in the 90s and lows around 70, like low 70s at night, which low 70s in the desert feels really good. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm tired of being cooped up. It's such a long, hot summer. So lots more going out and doing stuff, opportunities in the forecast, including want to take all this awesome camping stuff. Courtesy, thanks to a lot of it so far has been thanks to you guys, Big Boys PV, and others checking things off the wish list. We need to go test some of this stuff out. I think we're going to go to Red Rock Canyon. We got to do a couple of more regional, adventures before we take a 327-mile ride on that thing. So anyway, that'll be coming soon. The campground, I think, is open now at Red Rock Canyon again. And I think we'll probably go there first. Go to a campground, just test all this stuff out, make sure it's good. It's scorpion season now. They're just out looking for love, I guess, this time of year. Or like from later in September and through October and stuff. So there's that to contend with. So, I mean, going to a campground and stuff until, a lot of the rattlesnakes are hibernating and stuff. I don't know, just to test out all this stuff and see how it does. I think we'll do that first. Go to a campground. Could be one at Lake Mead or Red Rock. It depends. We'll have to check availability and prices and dates and weather forecasts and stuff like that. But that ought to be coming soon. It looks like the weather's going to cooperate enough for such things in the next couple of weeks or so anyway. So I'm looking forward to being able to do stuff like that. I've been dying to be able to do stuff like that, but it's just been so hot this summer. But it comes and goes every year, and it always gets hotter than anybody wants it to, and then it's gone, and then the weather gets nice for a while, and then it gets cold. So as long as we're past, it looks like by Wednesday or Thursday of next week, we'll be past the 100+ degree temperatures at that point. So that's very encouraging. I like that one too, Ted. I think that'd be a good long trips bike, and being able to carry all the stuff that you need. And I could see that, that one being very useful for a lot of things, and good range and plenty of power and utility. I kind of wish they'd send me one, honestly. I wish they would have sent me one of those. I have two very similar bikes, kind of, as far as like size and shape and what they do, which is fine. I mean, they're both awesome. I mean, one's more aggressive than the other. One's more utility and one's a little more aggressive. But that Camel cargo bike does look really cool, and I could think of a lot of uses for that. A lot of fun things to go and do with that. But, we're going to go have some fun on the ones that they sent me. And with 2 batteries for the black bike, that's going to make the Red Rock camp or Lake Mead camp more than doable. And then, of course, once I get a trailer and a means to recharge on the road and like a solar, power station and all that, then we can take the really long ride. Hey, Baby Love is here. Hello. It's wonderful to see you, Baby Love. I hope you're doing well, and thanks for popping in and saying hello. I'm okay. Been better, been worse, but how are you? Are you okay? It's great to see you. We're glad you're here. Big Boys PV was asking about you earlier, and I don't know, I'm always glad when you're here. Certainly. So, I hope it gets better, Baby Love. And we're here for you. Whatever we can do, whenever we can do it, however we can do it, I suppose. So, but just take care of yourself. Do whatever you have to do to just get better and feel better. We got things to do, like Irving's coming again soon, and Jay Stone. We got to go ghost hunting and stuff, like we were talking about. So, yeah, you got to get to feeling better because we have things to do. So that might not be so great for the heart, but it's good for the soul, I think. Ghost hunting. But yeah, should hopefully be some opportunities for that soon. But I hope you're feeling better as quickly as possible, and you know, getting back to normal as much as is possible. So, but don't push it too hard either. Just take care of yourself. Much love to you as well, baby love, always. And just take care of yourself and be well. And I'm right down the street if there's anything I can ever do for you. So, yeah, just get to feeling better. And thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. So, almost dropped the phone. I'm going to switch hands here in a minute. So, I don't suppose I'm going to do much like this weekend. I got to try and catch up on some stuff. I have to try not to go anywhere or spend any money. Not that I have any money to spend anyway. But trying not to like get worked up and have to like eat more and that kind of thing. I just need to take it easy. I need to figure out how I'm going to get rid of these old lights. Probably break them down into smaller quantities and put them on eBay or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to wait for this guy to come through anymore because he's always like, oh, next week or in a couple of days, or I had to do this and now it's going to take me until. So I just need to get rid of these things and on to the new. If you missed it earlier, let me plug one in. Let me plug the green one into the more powerful slot here. There we go. Yeah, plasma LED lights. I love these. They're so cool and bright and excessive. Good night to you, baby love. Take care of yourself and come back and see us anytime, of course. So, yeah, these aren't flickering now off of the more powerful USB port on the computer. These are brighter lights, though, slightly brighter than the white ones, even though it might not look like it on the phone camera. These do draw a little bit more power. Look at that, though. The phone camera is just never going to do them any justice. If you haven't seen these lights in person, especially when you get them on a bike or a scooter or something, it's just like, wow. But, again, like we were talking about earlier, if you don't want to shell out the dough for the fancy plasma lights, I'm going to make other kits available too that are still very good. They're still going to get the point across just fine. But if you're on like more of a budget, for instance, you can still get good lights, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope to have the scooter kits available, the first ones, these plasma lights for scooters available next week, starting next week. But everything's like a day late and $1 short now, so I can't count on that. I'm just, waiting for things to come through. So, I mean, like, so goes the plan, as they say, but I can't make any guarantees until I'm actually holding stuff. Yeah, Christmas display, of course. Ted, certainly possible. These are waterproof, outdoor. You can use them outside. You can use them inside. You can do a lot of different things with these. And they're incredibly bright, of course. I love the effect. It's such a soothing glow. Hey, Amy's here. Hey, better late than never. But hey, good. Out riding the bike. Well, it's nice to see you. Of course, Miss A is here. Hello. Miss A, I've missed you so much. It's not the same without you here. I hope you're well. And it's wonderful to see you. And Amy and everybody. Thank you for coming by and hanging out tonight. It's always just such a treat to get to spend any time at all with you. So, I don't know. I didn't want to take up too much of anybody's time tonight, though. So we'll probably wrap it up here in a few minutes. Aw. Well, please, feel free. Yeah, I talked with Baby Love a little bit about, like, I don't know, some things recently, but I hope that you feel free and comfortable to come into the chat again and hang out with us anytime that you like. And, I know that, life happens and there's things to do and other circumstances and everything, but hasn't been the same without you. So, but yeah, Miss A, it's great to see you at all, and Baby Love, and Amy. Amy, great to see you as always, and I'm glad you had a good e-bike ride. It's too hot over here on this side of town. Well, please pop in and say hello whenever you can, Miss A, or whenever you feel like it. I mean, not trying to put any pressure or anything, but you're one of us. and we enjoy having you in the chat. So, people upstairs have been making a lot of noise lately, but what are you going to do? I live in a building with lots of other people. There's going to be noise. I sleep with the TV on and a fan blowing on me, so. Well, I'm going to say thanks for everything, and I hope you have a good night, and take care of yourself as well, and I hope to see you again soon. So, there's a band playing at the park, so you rode down there to see them. That's awesome. Amy, that's a good thing to do. It's a good use of a Friday evening. It just showed, I got a notification on my phone recently. Oh, I don't know, half an hour ago. It's still 101 degrees here downtown. And that's too much. Yeah, well, it's always a few degrees cooler on the Summerlin side. That's one big advantage to being over there in the hot months. But yeah, it was hot today. It was 107, I want to say, here downtown. And I guess some parts of the valley were 108, 109. It's not unheard of this time of year, but it should be. Like, average temperatures go down below 100 now this time of year, and we haven't had anything close to average temperatures in a while. It was 83 there. That sounds pretty good. That's kind of weather I'm looking forward to. I can't wait to to be out all day on a day when it's only gets up to maybe 83 degrees here. 83 degrees in the desert feels wonderful. Yeah, it'd be nice to get some thunderstorms this weekend. I heard there's a possibility, probably more so on your side of town, Amy. We haven't had but like maybe one or two storms this year downtown that I can recall. Like a couple of times it rained, one time there was thunder and lightning, and that was it, I think. So yeah, I know we're overdue for some rain, definitely. Thunderstorms are cool too, though. Yeah, 83 sounds fantastic. I know a lot of people are starting to get some good weather now. Ours is in the forecast. We're gonna have much nicer weather than what we've been having by the end of next week. Much nicer overnight low temperatures. Still hot days in the 90s, mid and upper 90s, but that doesn't feel so bad after the summer we've had here. So I'm just happy that the worst of it is over. We're not going to get any more 120 degree days until at least next year. Oh, I hope that never happens again, though. Yeah. It's just like it never gets easier to deal with the Vegas summers either, it seems like. I've been through quite a few of them myself now. And it's always just bad until it's over. But this year was just, I hope it never happens like that again. 120 degrees one day, and then like 3 days after that in a row were 118. The hottest summer Vegas has ever had. But it's almost over. Almost. by the next bike ride, Wednesday night, Wednesday it's only supposed to be 100, I'm hearing. And it should cool off to, I don't know, probably around 90 by the start of the bike ride, when, the sun will have been set for about an hour by the start of the next bike ride. So, and then Thursday is supposed to be cooler. So overnight on Wednesday is supposed to be pretty nice. So it could be a much nicer bike ride next week. It's pretty hot this week. I'm just looking forward to just not sweating like all hours of the day at night. Day or night. You go out at 2 o'clock in the morning. This time of year, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and still sweat through your clothes. So I guess that's enough of the green lights for now. They're good. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to spend a little time with you and see how everybody's doing. So I sure do appreciate you taking the time, anybody who came and hung out tonight. Thanks for all the likes. And we'll do something tomorrow. I'm gonna still have a few bucks left on the McDonald's card, like enough for one more trip to McDonald's. I'm not sure if we'll do that tomorrow morning. Maybe not. We'll wait for maybe like a cooler, nicer morning in a couple of days, a few days. But I don't know. We'll do something tomorrow. And I hope everybody has a really awesome weekend. And thanks for everything again tonight. And take care of yourselves. Your boys PV. Oh, cool. Awesome. I'll have to check that out. For sure. And I got a notification, I think I saw earlier, for your new scooter one. I gotta check that out too. I'll do that later tonight. But yeah, good night, Big Boys PV, and everybody. Take care of yourselves, guys. And have a great weekend, and I'll see you again soon.